State governors on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, are not taking the emergency rule in Rivers State lying down. 11 PDP governors have called on the Supreme Court to annul the state of emergency declared in the South-South state by President Bola Tinubu. The governors argue that the suspension of Governor Siminalayi Fubara and other elected officials is unconstitutional and poses a threat to Nigeria's democracy. Governors in the seat include Adamawa, Enugu, Osun, Oyo, Bauchi, Akwa Ibom, Plateau, Delta, Taraba, Zamfara, and Bayelsa states. Okay, Asuko, 11 governors from the PDP, they finally approached the Supreme Court to challenge the powers of the president to suspend a governor. Your thoughts on this?
Yes, I think it's only the state governments that can take the federal government to court.
To Supreme Court.
So they are doing the right thing. I think it's proper that we need to get interpretation into why the president actually, declared the state of emergency. Because he said the place was, and we know what the Constitution says before you declare a state of emergency.
Okay.
But what they are looking for is for the Supreme Court to interpret whether the president can suspend a democratically elected
official
structure. Now they are using structure.
Okay, structure, okay.
Okay. So they also listed some places in the Constitution. First, one of them is the Supreme Court interprets the provision of Section 1, 52, 176, 180, 188, and 305.
Okay.
Okay. On if it is lawful to suspend a governor or a deputy governor. That is one.
Okay.
Then they are also saying that, okay, Supreme Court, help us also interpret if they can also suspend a House of Assembly, because those are the two things that we are suspended when the president declared the state of emergency. And also they are also asking if a state of emergency is not even in contravention of Section 1, 2, 4, 6, 11 of the Constitution, for the president to have gone ahead.
Okay.
So what they just want is Supreme Court help us shed light into this state of emergency that was declared. Why? I think what the state governments are looking at is if the Supreme Court does not, step in, government after government or president after president can come and then they will declare
state of emergency.
Perhaps it's the Supreme Court that will now come and shed light on why the president actually, declared the state of emergency in Rivers and then interpret properly this
appropriately.
The provisions that were used by Mr. President to declare a state of emergency. Don't forget, they need to serve the federal government.
Sure.
And then the federal government will also have to respond because it's going to be for and against.
Yes.
Because right now, the attorney generals of the states are the ones that are standing in for the states. The attorney general of the federation will stand in for the federal government. So he would also begin to defend Mr. President on why the Mr. President actually took that.
So all eyes on the judiciary right now.
It will be on the Supreme Court, to interpret those sections that are in the Constitution, because so many people are saying the President does not have the right for him to have declared a state of emergency. But the President listed some things. And also, there might be some things inside this Constitution which the President actually listed.
Yes.
Okay. Which most of us, as laymen, might just read it and gloss over it. But the Supreme Court will be the one to break it down.
Granular.
And so that is where the state governors are going.
Okay. Now, Moji, are we finally going to get clarity on whether the president has the powers to suspend a democratically elected governor, deputy governor, as a structure, just like you said, with what's the actions of the 11 PDP governors?
Well, it's neither here nor there. We might not get the answers we want from the Supreme Court.
Really? Why do you say so?
Because You see, the law is on us. You could either have law, you could have justice. Now, what I'm saying is,
Okay.
I see this case being thrown out in the first instance without even addressing the matter, because what the Supreme Court can tell them, these guys are meddlesome interlopers.
That is technicality.
That is under
Okay, based on technicality.
because the state that has emergency rule declared on it is Rivers. Rivers is
It's
not
even part of it.
It's not part of the...
Yes.
Okay.
So that's number one.
but who will do it on behalf of Rivers?
Sure, they have judiciary now.
They have judiciary.
Okay, so the Attorney General of Rivers, they want to have...
Even the suspended governor, they invited him. He said he's not.
He's not
he said,
interested.
I'm not there. Fubara said yes.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
so based on that alone, you see, this thing is very technical. So, what is the Supreme Court? What is your interest? Yes, you are PDP governors. Are you from Rivers? No, that ends it. Wow. Now, what they want to know is, can the President of Nigeria sack the
democratically
elected
Yes.
governor? Number one. Number two, which is related, can he sack the legislature? Number two. Then they want to find out, can the president
even make pronouncement?
make that pronouncement? But then it is in our constitution that the president can make the pronouncement provided he gets 2/3
of
majority
in the
National Assembly. And did he get that or not?
He did.
So, but based on mere technology, if the Supreme Court wants to treat it as an academic exercise,
They can go ahead and...
these governors, the 11 governors who have put themselves together as PDP governors, they are meddlesome interlopers. You are not from Rivers. It is the people of Rivers State
That should...
that can say, yes,
institute that suit.
institute the suit. So we should take note of that. Whether because you're a PDP governor, that your state is Bayelsa, you are close to Rivers, does not give you the audacity, the privilege to sue on behalf of the people of Rivers.
But anyway, we're not trying to preempt the court. Maybe the Supreme Court might do this.
That's what I'm saying. It's not really clear.
What he said,
No, but the thing is, what I actually said was just to shed light on why they went to court. So we are not going to preempt the technicalities that will
the technicalities that might come out of it.
Because at the end of the day, the Supreme Court will be looking at so many things.
Yeah.
Yes.
You understand? One is what he has just told you. Okay, how are you affected in this matter?
Yes. What's your interest?
Okay.
But don't you think it's necessary for us to have a clear understanding?
So the clear understanding
can
will
the president declare state
the
of
clear
emergency?
understanding is, that is, if the Supreme Court wants to take it as an academic exercise,
Exactly, just to make Nigerians know.
But,
The
but
Supreme
before it
in
to
this,
get there,
on this river, except it's on another state too, on this Rivers matter, the ruling of the Supreme Court, we have said it earlier here, the Supreme Court said there was no government in that state. So will the president be looking and allow a state of flux where there is no law and order?
Because you know the Supreme Court actually said that.
Absolutely.
You know, that there was no government.
In a house of assembly that should be 32, at a point you had 5, you removed 1, became 4. Now the other 4, one is
the chief of staff.
One is a speaker. Just 3.
Okay, just 3.
Yeah,
okay.
3. And they were passing budget and
Passing budget. How about?
All right, just for our listeners to know, in our first story where we said that the court said was restraining the governor, but the administrator, no, that was not what the court said. The court was just saying that, no, this matter...
No, I even have the court papers here.
Okay.
And it says, it orders, that is the Federal High Court ordered as follows. I am of the view,
yes,
which is the Justice Amadou Turaki Mohammed. I'm of the view that it will serve the interest of the justice to order the applicant to put the respondent, the respondent is the sole administrator, on notice to appear and show cause why the application should not be granted, and hearing, to be...
All right, thank you so much, gentlemen. Majijami, appreciate you. Azuko James, appreciate you as well. And that's Aaron Journalist Hangout today. You can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode tonight at 11. Join us on Sunday for the longer version, for the repeat Join us at 11 o'clock for the repeat version of Journalist Hangout. We're on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I'm Benga Oreshegun. Bye for now, and God bless Nigeria.